Welcome to Prince Shorthand House. Exercise number 104. Sir Kailash Chandra. 100 words a minute. Total 1000 words. Be ready? Start. In recent months, we have seen how speculation took place in regard to certain foodstuffs and other agricultural commodities. The Reserve Bank bulletins issued recently tell us that lots of money were advanced by a number of scheduled banks in order to back up the speculative operations and buyings of certain concerns. Similarly, monies had been advanced for speculative purchasing with regard to other commodities. Such things are happening, but the point is that these speculations go on merely in this country, supported by those very elements who control the stock exchange and the financial world of our country. I should like to know to what extent this is going to be stopped. It is said that we are in a bad situation, and in order to give a proper direction to the planned development of the country, it is essential to direct the investments and speculative investments in particular. How much this measure conforms to these, I should like to know from the government. It appears to me that not very much will have come out of this measure, notwithstanding the fact that government is armed with these powers. It is of vital importance today that we should have proper control of our investments that are taking place or cornering of shares in some cases. If we are at all serious about the planned development of our economy in general and our industry and commerce in particular, I am afraid the powers that are being taken by the government under this bill are not at all sufficient for ensuring such developments as would enable the government to direct investment and control transfer of shares, etc. In conformity with the interests of planned economic development. This is what I find from the reading of this bill and even from hearing the speech that has been delivered by the Honorable Minister. I have also read the other speech he had made in the other house that does not throw much light on the subject. I am not surprised because when the whole thing was being discussed and mooted by the government, the approach of the government suffered from certain deficiencies. That is to say, they were not so much keen on suppressing wholesale the speculative operations as on getting a certain measure of control over them. Today, the time has come for making up one's mind with regard to the speculation business as a whole. This is the most important thing. With regard to investment, it has been said very eloquently in these documents that after all, a person should have an opportunity of investing these funds, and therefore he should have a chance of going to the market and buying some shares. I can understand it, but what is the protection against his being cheated by certain people who have taken command of the stock exchange? What is the guarantee against that? Black transfer is there, it is not abolished. Forward trading is there, control is provided for, it is not abolished. Also, there are other ways and means of cheating the common man. As we find today, the common man goes in for investment. Very genuinely, he goes in for investing because he wants to save some money for bad days. Now, what is the protection in this bill which would save his money? I find that there is no such effective guarantee. I should have thought that in considering this whole scheme of measures, the government would be interested in seeing as to how the heart of speculative operation could be crushed, namely the monopolists who control the stock exchange today. It is essential to hound them out of the field altogether. In Kolkata, they not only put up an outward show, but they have built underworld, and I suppose that underworld exists even today. A police raid took place. Telephone system and the whole paraphernalia was discovered, which showed that certain big men in the stock exchanges were carrying on subterranean business. This is a new type of underworld we have in our country in order to cheat the common man, in order to evade taxes, in order to carry on profiteering and black market trades. Lots of things came to light that day, and the newspapers gave a lot of publicity. We came across certain very big people. Some of them are very well known patrons of the Congress party, the ruling party, who were holed up in this fashion. What has happened to them? We would like to know when we discuss such a measure. They are the kings in the speculation world. They are the tycoons of that field. I would like to know what has happened to such people. What are you going to do with these speculators? Will they be allowed to operate openly or secretly in the field under this fashion, or are you really thinking of taking some action against them, not merely for apprehending those people who have gone underground and started underground business in this matter, but also the possible recruits to that underworld? I would like to know. This is what the government should tell us. It is no use trying to bring in all technical questions, explaining one clause after another. This is important, but what we would like to know from the government is how you are going to cheat these elements who sit on top of the country as far as the stock exchange is concerned. These are very big and powerful people, and they need to be suppressed with a heavy hand in the interest of our economy. I find the Honorable Minister piloting this bill is completely indifferent to that aspect of the matter. There have been cases where a person, a speculator, so to say, goes in for heavy purchases at one time. The heavy pressure boosts up the prices. Then he starts selling, if thereby realizing the money he had spent for buying certain shares in the market. Stop.